morning, Joe Dimler, AGCO Product Specialist. We're in the AirMax R1, R2 here. Going to talk to you a little bit about turn logic. So it's part of our spread logic system that we have on the AirMax R1, R2. If you've seen previous Feature Friday videos, you've seen me talk about our hydraulic drives that we have on the chains that allow us to make real sensitive changes on the belt, on the chain as we need. So those drives give us the ability to apply at low rates, give us the ability to apply at high rates. But one of the other things that we can do is by looking at our steering angle sensors, we have the ability to know how much we need to speed one side of the boom up versus and speed up the other side of the belt through turns, right? So as these machines continue to get wider and wider booms, we're applying at faster and faster speeds. What can actually happen without having turn logic on is you can start to see and actually hear the fertilizer start to ping and fall out of suspension in the boom. When that happens, you're starting to look at irregularity in your application. So if you think about applying the same field the same way every year, the operator comes in, starts in the same spot, finishes in the same spot, it becomes a routine. Over the course of several years, you'll start to have some actual zones out there that have been actually under applied and over applied through turns. And so this feature, because we have these hydraulic drives and because we built this system to really fit the Rogator, right? So you think about the Rogator having four-wheel steer, high clearance, allowing us to go into crop at a later stage. Both those things, we were able to build features into our system that fit our chassis. Instead of just putting a one-size-fits-all air system on the Rogator, we have a system that we know from the inner workings of what it needs from a hydraulic perspective, and we know what we can do to change our chain speed to apply effectively no matter what. So very accurately when we're going straight, but anytime we're making a turn, you can start to see an adjustment. And so we're actually just going to do a little bit of a demonstration here right now. So I'll go ahead and fire things up and we'll get started. All right, so we're ready to take off here. We've got our fan RPM. The number that I want you to watch is the two different numbers that we're going to take a look at is duty cycle 1 and duty cycle 2. So this is a percentage of capacity of speed capability that we have on our chain. So we're going to apply out of bin number 1 right now at 700 pounds per acre, and I'm going to go ahead and start applying, and you will see the duty cycle should stay very close to the same. So right now I've actually got the turn compensation turned off right now. Okay, so I'm traveling straight here. You can see the duty cycle is very equal right to left. Now I'm gonna make a turn like I would make a turn on a headland. And you can see the duty cycle is staying the same. And I will show you when we're done about what the rates would have been at as we apply right there. So I'll go ahead and get the machine stopped just for a skosh. I'm gonna go ahead and turn our turn compensation on. Now we're gonna go ahead and apply again. Now I want you to watch the duty cycle. So I'm going straight. Look at how fast I got on the rate right there. Man, it's quick. Quick response on the rate. We're traveling here, and right about now I'm gonna start making my turn. Now watch those duty cycles spread. There they go. 30 to 28. Now I'm starting to level back off again, and they should start to square back up as I center up this machine, just like that. Okay, so turn my hands off here, and you can see from panning out out here, my little turn right here. So that was the turn I made with the turn comp, and you can tell I was locking on rate, and the Raven is going to show this type of rate. All right, so now we've just shown you applying with the turn compensation on the turn logic option enabled, and really what does that look like? So on the run screen, you know, you're not able to see the exact rates, but taking that turn as I did, applying at 700 pounds per acre at first with the turn comp off, you can see we were under applying on the outside by about 200 pounds per acre. And on the inside, we're way over applying throughout our pass. Then we went ahead, turned the turn comp on, and you can see we're only under applying now by roughly 100 pounds, and we're not nearly over applying on the inside as much. So, you know, normally folks aren't quite as concerned about over applying, but if you think about some products like rice or wheat where products can lodge with some over applying going on, once that fertility gets too high, they'll actually start to lay down in the field on you. This is a very, very important feature that we have, and something that we feel like is necessary on an air boom to apply as we get wider. And so what we're looking for is that perfect feel. So this is an application report, an example from an R2 in West Tennessee. And you can tell there's a few little spots that we were off rate throughout the field, but by and large we're at 131.25 acres. The max target rate in the field was 457, so it was a straight rate job, and we were able to apply at 453.96, so holding the accuracy to 0.7% of off rate throughout a field that size. So flat out not gonna see that kind of performance from another air machine in the industry. So you think about the features with the Rogator, and you think about the features with the Air Max. We're talking about a machine that's got the clearance, the capacity, the ability to hold rate through rate changes. We've talked a little bit about the safety aspect previous videos, the ability to be versatile, to run in crop and then go with float tires, maximizing the machine throughout the entire year. We're looking at a system that if you're not on board with as a dealer, if you're not demoing, you're really blowing a golden opportunity. Really, really proud of the Air Max R1, R2 in its first year. Appreciate your time and happy selling.